For a day where it wasn't the heat, it was the humidity, it was today. Temperatures did manage to make it into the low 90s in some areas, and now we have this storm moving in tonight. And at one point overnight, radar may look like that, and that looks pretty substantial, right? Well, the storm summary overnight, thunderstorms, winds at times could be moderately strong, meaning 40 to 45 mile an hour wind gusts. The rainfall, as you can see, widespread. We do have a low-end power outage risk, especially closer to Houston County and Crockett. The overall weather impact on a 1 to 6 scale is a 2. So it's not a particularly strong storm in terms of the overall impacts, but heavy rain will be the biggest impact that we'll see. Let's talk about those wind gusts, and you can see these areas in purple. That's where we're talking 39 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts, and those will sweep across much of East Texas by about 3 o'clock in the morning. Behind that, the winds turn to the north. We'll have some breezy winds at about 15 miles an hour during the day, but really the strongest winds that we see will come during the overnight hours. Now, the trees have been worked over by prior storms and the drought, and so we may have a few branches breaking here and there in that low-end power outage as a result. In addition to that, look how much lightning we could see out of some of these storms. This is overdone for the evening, but it's really during the overnight hours where we see that line of showers and thunderstorms coming in the wee small hours. So it'll be loud at times, and if your pets are sort of susceptible to those loud rumbles of thunder, maybe the thunder shirt will be needed during the overnight hours. All right, right now, showers, thunderstorms gathering from Wichita Falls to Oklahoma City. That's the slug of rain that is headed in our direction along that front. And that is heavy rainfall. And that is why we have a moderate threat of flash flooding from Mount Pleasant to Gilmer back toward Emory, with a slight risk of flash flooding, meaning scattered flash flooding from Athens to Tyler, Jacksonville, Henderson up toward Longview, over toward Jefferson, and all the way south now to Nacogdoches and Lufkin. So the rainfall forecast, keep an eye right out here. We're looking at 2 to possibly 3 inches of rain in that area under that moderate flash flood risk. And then down to the south, you're looking at 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So even if you don't get 3 inches of rain, we need the rain, and this is pretty welcome to see. All right, here's future skycast tonight at 7 o'clock. This looks pretty much like radar looks right now, so this is looking pretty good. Leading edge again, some wind gusts to 40 miles an hour, heavy rain, lightning sweeping through while most of us are sleeping. Arriving earlier at Canton, Mineola, Mount Pleasant. A little bit later in the morning, about 2:45, Marshall, Henderson, Jacksonville down to Crockett, and then it moves off to the east. And by tomorrow morning, we'll still have some showers from time to time, but the bulk of the rain will be over. Tomorrow afternoon, back into the lower 80s with sunshine, but again, a north wind, lower humidity. Friday morning, mid-60s. Friday afternoon looks pretty nice. Sunshine, temperatures in the 80s, and so the weekend looks fall-like and fantastic. 71 on Saturday. 75 on Sunday, 76. Red River Rivalry in Dallas on Saturday. Perfect for football. Texas and OU, 70 degrees with a northeast wind at 12 miles an hour. That is just going to be absolutely gorgeous. All right, here's your Bill Scott White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So morning rain tomorrow, 81. Mostly sunny on Friday. Still warm, 82. But then the big changes arrive over the weekend. 71 the high Saturday, 49 Sunday morning, 75 Sunday afternoon. Back to the low to mid 80s, which is pretty seasonable for this time of the year through the middle to latter part of next week. All right, pick